Special warning. Our hosts do no research and preparation for these movies.
Hey everybody, got our burn here. It's Tuesday again, so that means...
No storage place.
Talk. That's jag talk for marijuana.
Nudity on slick paper.
It means we're going back in time to 1993, and we're going to learn about subway training film type things. So, we're going to learn how to make one of the worst sandwiches that you could ever possibly buy nowadays.
This was pre Weirdo Jared.
But also, you think about it, back then, Subways were decent fucking subs.
I like
They
Subway.
are fucking horrible
They are
now.
fucking horrible now.
Yeah, like you want a good hoagie, you go to like Jersey Mike's or something like that.
The
but like
bread's
Subway,
always stale.
and it's like, and they're so fucking expensive now too. I remember $5 foot long.
Yeah. Did you see the documentary thing about them and how
they
the
were
company
shorting
just
people?
tossed it back and forth from one person to another?
Oh,
It's just a shit show. So they're not really, they're not really. Like maybe at one point their whole thing was like, we need to make a good product, but now they're just like, whatever we can do to stay afloat, It
was like Subways barely even existed, but there used to be Subways everywhere back in the day. Now there's not many around, at least around us anymore.
That's kind of like White Castle.
And the ones
there used to be a couple, now there's none.
And now when you see them, you never see anybody in them.
Yeah, the only thing you do see is the White Castle frozen burgers, and you're like, ugh.
Talking about
I want a fresh
Subway,
one.
but
well, fuck Subway. But I was like, I wanted to have a
surprisingly though, those frozen White Castle burgers aren't the worst thing in the world. They're better than a Subway sub.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They're not like you're getting a fresh ass burger.
Frozen, dude.
Yeah, but it's not like you're getting a fresh ass burger, but they're not horrible.
I take your word.
I didn't say they're good. I would say they're not horrible.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to just be like, I feel like buying these and eat these all the time. No, just every once in a while you're just like, we need a snack.
You really bummed me out that day. You called me. I was sitting there watching fucking MASH. I'm literally watching Loretta Swit.
I didn't call you. I texted you.
Yeah, but I'm literally watching Loretta Swit and, a scene, and then you text me and said she died. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I was just scrolling through Reddit and I fucking... No, it wasn't even Reddit. It was fucking Facebook. I was scrolling through Facebook and a podcast I used to listen to that had Igor, from MASH.
Right.
Him and this dude had this podcast, so I kind of gave up on it. But, it was like their Facebook page is what posted it. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking sad. But she wasn't 87.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, but still.
She had a good life.
She had a great one, but,
But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about Loretta Swit or White Castle burgers or whatever else. We're here to talk about fucking the horribleness that is Subway.
I could eat fucking White Castle burgers and talk about Loretta Swit all day.
But we have neither anymore. We have no White Castle, we have no Loretta Swit, so there's no point in doing that.
Customers. They're old and young, male and female, and every business owner wants them.
Fat and dumb.
Of course they're male or female, young or old. That's all there is! Wow, I almost sound like a fucking one of them right-wing fuck nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every other person that identifies as something was like, what?
That's not what I mean. You can be whatever you want to be. I don't give a flying fuck.
Only the snowflakes of either or were freaking out about that statement. Fresh made daily. I mean, this is back in the day when I kind of cared. But that guy was housing that fucking. He's like, oh.
Yeah, that's what Subway is to me. Whenever I was fucking young, like that whole thing, the yellow walls, the pictures of Subway tunnels.
Hell yeah, dude.
Customer base is never guaranteed.
And their lettuce wasn't always chopped. It was shredded perfect. It was long, thin.
Why is it not shredded anymore?
I don't think so. I think it's just chopped horse shit.
Studies have revealed a variety of reasons.
And 68% is different towards customer. Yep, pretty much.
Even Subway stores have this problem. For example,
because customers suck, and even sandwich artists know it.
Yeah. Customers do suck. That's why I go out of my way not to be the douchebag customer.
In order to succeed in the fast
Yeah.
food
Like, even if
industry,
I'm wrong, I'm like, or
and
if I'm right in a
customer
situation,
Yeah, I remember they used to
admit
cut their
I'll be
bread
like,
like remember they used to cut their bread like that. They definitely don't do that
So each
anymore.
one will want to visit your Subway store again and again. In this training tape, we're going to show you how to do this by using basic customer service techniques.
Nobody wants to treat your customer like a friend, and me as a customer, I don't want you to treat me like a friend and be sitting there, blah, blah, blah. That's like when we go to the restaurant downtown, right, man? There's one waitress we fucking hate because she always be like fucking super talkative and old, and she's older and bitchy, and all she is super talkative. And we're like, God damn it, every time we see her, she's like, she's gonna come and talk to us. I don't want to fucking talk to her. Just take my order and fuck off. And I'll eat my food and I'll fuck off.
Yeah.
That's a relationship we need to have.
bother you with my bullshit. You don't bother me with yours.
But what if you were rude during their visit? Or acted indifferent?
Trish was also pissed one day, like she gave her the like we think gave Trish the flu.
Friendly, quick.
So we went down there one day and she was all sick, all like
Yeah.
and then like
I know which one you're talking
In
about.
fact,
oh yeah. She's fucking annoying as shit.
She's annoying because you come up and just start talking and won't leave the table. And you're like,
you treat them
Yeah, dude.
who are you?
And it's like I love that fucking restaurant too, dude. Their breakfast and fucking shit's awesome. We were just fucking there, like we don't see her. And then she comes out of the kitchen. She's like, I'm in the kitchen today. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, I don't even know your fucking name.
Like,
You don't know my name.
Kitchen.
Go back in the fucking kitchen and cook my goddamn breakfast.
Shut up.
Acknowledge their presence with a
So now we're just bitching about local waitresses and not watching it in Subway.
We should be bitching about our local Subway.
There's not many of them anymore.
There's only one around here.
Thanks
Up the hill, right?
today.
Yeah, if we're thinking of the same one.
Something so simple you might not have thought about it. Hand washing.
I don't remember Subway have people wearing red though. That just seems weird to me.
And I've never seen any of them wash their hands.
Plain and simple, hand washing looks good to customers and gives them the idea that.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have either.
Yes, but
They always put on those real big flimsy gloves that look like Mickey Mouse.
And lowers the occurrence of foodborne illness. When you're a customer, how do you feel when you see counter attendants wash their hands?
I like it.
I like it. I still wouldn't want him finger banging all my shit with his bare fucking knuckles.
This positioning allows customers to see when you wash up.
Well, where's the
and
soap?
when you don't. Rinse
Oh, it's one of those
yeah,
built-in
Always
ones.
work the soap to a lather.
Yes. Do you need to explain hand washing?
Thoroughly.
The pandemic.
Okay.
Yes, they had to.
I know, but like people are really fucking dumb now. Maybe in '93 we still had some level of intelligence.
People were gross pieces of shit, man. They're not going to wash their hands.
Pieces of shit.
They're not going to wash their hands if they don't have to.
After touching your hair, face, or skin. After handling money. And in between preparing different.
And after you've had your finger in your
Examples of
ass.
Just made meat setups. You should wash.
That goes
your
without
hands before
saying.
Preparing vegetables for slicing.
Oh,
The use of
You're
rubber
doing
gloves
that
is a topic
like the
that
hard way.
rises
Yes,
in
there's
discussion
seafood
on
and
hand
crab.
washing.
It's not crab. There's no crab in that fucking
it's
thing.
all that imitation
Yeah,
crap.
which is just white fish put into a hot dog, basically.
Yeah, basically, it's the hot dog of fucking
Of the
fish.
sea.
Of the sea.
Dirty gloves can
It is,
contaminate food just as easily as
Dude, I don't know,
It
is
should
it,
say that.
is it just a Pennsylvania thing? I mean, see, we're talking about hoagies. It's not necessarily fucking Subway, but
Yeah.
And in between.
is it a Pennsylvania thing where people eat tuna sandwich, like tuna fucking subs?
Now, let's get back to
Because my parents used to get that. I always thought it was the grossest fucking thing. Just a big, foot-long
Pound
fucking...
of tuna.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously with mayonnaise in it and stuff, but
Yeah, but
still.
it just still looked like fucking cat yak.
Yeah. It smelled like it, too. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what cat yak smells like.
dude. Fucking hash.
Cat yak. La 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 cat.
Corned beef hash smells like fucking
Yeah, I
cat
hate
yak.
corn. I hate the smell of
Looks
corn
and
beef.
smell. Dude, you put it in the microwave and it just reeks. Smells the whole fucking restaurant up.
Your place cooks it in the
They
microwave?
do. And then they put it out on the fucking bar and you're like, gross.
It's like every place
Old
I-
people are like, yum, yum, yum.
Every place I've ever had to work that had it, we had to fucking grill that shit. And people were like, I want it extra crispy. I was like, you are aware it's going to take like 15 minutes, right?
In fact, Being friendly can help you take customers through some procedure in a fast and efficient manner.
I almost picked for us to do a training film about how to like act on the phone from the 80s, like how to like be, you know, not a dude. Yeah,
Or what do you recommend?
not to go to a different restaurant.
Right?
How far?
Whoa, what's up with that chick's fucking hair?
Got a lot of forehead.
What's up the fuck with that fucking chick's face and neck and no shoulders? She has no shoulders whatsoever.
She has a lot of neck.
Will ask you all kinds of questions
Like a
about
thick
Subway's
neck.
products as they order. Helping customers understand how and
But
what to order.
Subway may suck ass, but their white chocolate macadamia nut cookies were the fucking bomb.
Yeah, there's no doubt on that.
They probably suck nowadays if they even still have them, because I haven't been to a Subway in years.
Yeah, me neither. It's sad.
Dude, we have a good cheap hoagie shop pretty close to us,
You gotta
so.
go to this one grocery store that's by us, and they have fucking hoagies. They're like as long as a table and like fucking jumbos. I promised Liv I was gonna get her one for her last day of school. Get this whole thing set up for her.
Do you think she really needs a hoagie that's taller than she is?
No, but I do.
You'd be like Homer Simpson, like a week later, sit there eating it and tripping.
It's all fucking gross.
You sure can.
Like,
dude, what is
this? Dude, if it had fucking like some certain meats on it, I probably wouldn't be able to stop.
But dude, when The Simpsons was good.
Always
I'm just thinking that whole episode. I'm like, dude, that was so fucking
Are
good.
they still?
If you're asked a question,
Yes!
Are they?
So is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which blows my fucking mind. That show's been on for like 13, 14 fucking seasons. I'm like,
I
Jesus
recall
fucking
watching
Christ.
one.
Oh no, they were. I watched probably like the first 5
To
seasons,
try to increase their check
and then I got rid of cable, and also I didn't care
This
anymore. But the first 5 seasons were pretty great.
Timing is everything. When done correctly, suggestive.
I wish I wouldn't have sold the
Well, there's no
DVDs.
such thing as like I don't the Nielsen ratings anymore. So I don't even know what they're basing this shit on.
Dude, could you even believe that, like, this is still nothing to do with Subway? But I just saw a thing. They released the dates
Let's
for.
watch Subway and talk nothing but about Subway.
I'm talking about their cookies.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
But yeah, like they just released the fucking like dates for the final season of Stranger Things, which I haven't watched in like a season and a half or 2 seasons. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, them fucking kids are in their 20s.
Yeah.
How? Why did you just stop? You haven't made it for fucking like 5 years. Why?
Now let's make another one. They're like, because it's about money.
But no, dude.
It made money. They're gonna keep beating the shit
But it's
out
not
of it.
another one. It's just the next season.
Dude, they finally given up on The Walking Dead.
Since you're suggesting
They've been
extra
cut. They've
Dude,
been
that shit's still
beating them.
going on.
I know, but
In
nobody
other
gives a fuck.
forms, yeah.
Nobody fucking cares.
Dude, the last episode I watched is whenever fucking Glenn got his fucking head crushed in by Lucille.
This question involves an additional.
You know, Negan's back.
Yeah.
Ask it when you're done.
That was the last. But I mean, I was hating that. I was hate watching it for like the couple seasons
Because
before
all it
that.
was walk, zombie,
Get-
bang.
no,
walk,
no.
zombie, bang.
No, you're close. It was walk, get to some place. Interact for half a season with nothing happens in this place.
Right.
The last episode or last 2 episodes, shit goes down. You have to walk. And then you go through like half the season until they get to another place. And then fucking blah, 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 boring. Shit goes down. Walk. It's just a fucking repeating fucking
it's like
cycle.
you start with a good thing of like, we need to get to the CDC, blah, blah, blah. That's a good thing. You know, like
I remember those too, the sub club cards where you get like the little fucking stickers
Yeah.
they would put on and then you get like a free sub.
2 stamps for a foot-long sale.
I remember this
One for a
damn.
6-inch. Customers can redeem full cards, those bearing 24 stamps, for any regular.
Never
foot-long.
utilized any of them, you know.
Half full
Oh, I have.
cards can be redeemed for any regular 6-inch.
Well,
ballot.
my family did.
Most of your regular customers should be familiar with
Because
sub-club
I'm
cards.
93, I was what, like
After all, how often does someone get something
13 years old, 12 years old.
Offering a stamp.
So I wasn't just
card-
driving around going to Subways by myself.
This gives you the time you'd need to explain the program to a new customer.
Like, ew, I have to lick it myself?
Transaction.
That's kind of gross, yeah.
Side involves how
But I just had to handle all this money. Yeah.
It's easy to feel rushed during this part of the transaction. Customers are waiting. You're trying
Well, unless
to
the
hurry.
customers that are banging on the glass, I think you're
The
okay.
customer deserves to be given the correct change.
Of course they deserve it.
Well,
Also, I forgot Subway always had one of those fucking things of a change with like machine where like
That can help
ding, and it
you
would come out in the little bowl at the bottom.
Yeah.
First, repeat the amount given.
Out of 20.
Next, place the customer's money
This
on
might
top
be
of the
before that.
register or on the register.
But whenever I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest fucking thing. Change machine that shot it down and it kind of did that little
Yeah.
spiral.
Now registers practically do everything fucking for you.
And lastly, count back the change.
Kids don't even have to think about like math or anything. They just go beep, 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 and it goes right up. You know, it'll push out the exact right change that they need. They don't even have to count it.
It was like, what? Well, why do they even need to be there then?
Eventually, they won't.
I know, that's kind of the
And then,
slightly
like,
sad
then there
part.
won't be any truck drivers, and there won't be any factory workers, there won't be anybody because robots, autonomous, rule the world. And they're like, well, what about us? They're like, what about universal basic? No, you just die. You die and you go to hell.
Well, dude, you know, we all gonna die someday, like that fucking lady
Jody
said.
Hurst, you fuck. I hate that bitch.
But anyway, I was
Sure,
saying,
constituents love her.
oh yeah, it's like, okay, I'm a hypocrite, hardcore, because
Alright.
I don't want people to lose their jobs by, like, you know, cashiers and whatever else, but I also don't mind because I don't want to deal with cashiers and whatnot. So, like, if that
It's not like cashiers are fucking, you know,
pointing in the same
I don't
direction.
know, some kind of ancient creature.
I just don't want to deal. I just don't want to deal with people. How about that?
Alright, that's fine.
So if there was just a kiosk, I could go beep blop bloop beep blop, and it would fucking.
You're assuming that every person is a douche canoe.
No, I don't want to take the chance of like knowing. I don't want to know you. I don't know you. That's my purse.
I've never been here before, but
They're bringing that.
Yeah. I was just gonna say.
They're like, well, Mike, you out of money yet? You want to redo this? Okay.
He's not redoing it. He's continuing it.
Continuing, right. It's a Beavis and Butthead thing.
that sounds good. I think I'll try it. Would you like that?
Which I
wheat bread.
haven't
I
watched.
think I'll have wheat.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it.
That's a foot long, right?
It's like one of those things like, that could have died. It stayed dead. It didn't have to come back.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, I see King of the Hill having like maybe a better chance because Beavis and Butthead is just Beavis and Butthead. But like, I can see King of the Hill maybe because I really liked King of the Hill. I thought it was a good show.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I can see them actually kind of doing an okay season or something.
$2 more. I'm hungry today. I think I'll try that.
Oh, we know you're hungry. You went to Subway.
He's like, I'm hungry today. I think I will try that.
I'm not going to go to a Subway if I'm not hungry. Fuck, I'm not
You
going
know
to a
what's-
Subway if I am
What's
hungry.
killer is that
Is
this
that gonna be
motherfucker went to a talent agency. And they were like, hey, you know, can you,
No, he didn't.
they probably put him in some fucking
He's a
ads at
he's a-
JCPenney's, and they were like, you want to do this commercial? He has no acting skills whatsoever. That's why
No.
he's stiff as a board.
No, dude.
Okay, no.
He's somebody that works for Subway corporate. And they were saying, you're doing this.
Oh, well, yeah, probably right. They're not going to pay anybody to come in and act.
Yeah, for
They're like,
real.
Get in there, Thomas.
You play softball? What team are you on?
Oh.
What?
No, that's what he was like. Oh.
His name's Martin. I think he's a pitcher. Yeah, he is. He is. He's been doing a great job this year.
Has he?
He keeps trying to get me out for a game, but never seem to make it.
A game
We
bird?
have a good
A
time
game
out
bird?
there.
In
Yeah,
butt.
softball's a lot
A
of
game
fun.
bit.
In butt.
A game butt.
So, it's quite a sandwich. Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Quite a sandwich.
I think I'll have a large.
Were they about to get down in the back?
Well, she was commenting on his fucking hoagie, and he was saying, yeah.
Nice. Okay, he was a
See, is that a Pennsylvania thing? Like how we say pop?
Cookie to go with that.
hoagie. Yeah. Every time I hear a hoagie, I think about his Jaws 4.
Yeah.
Hoagie.
That's pretty sad when that's what you think of.
Yeah.
He did almost ruin the name hoagie,
I could
though.
make myself a total fat person and just be like, I take a sandwiches, you know. But I was like,
No, I think of Michael Caine, the one role he was like, they're like, have you seen it? He's like, fuck no, I saw the paycheck that I got for it. So.
bloody hell out.
That comes to $7.96.
And then the shark swallows his plane.
After it roars.
Yeah.
Hey, that.
Come on, who did not see that in the editing room? Was like,
Here's your receipt.
Dude, that was intentionally put there.
are we gonna have it roar, guys?
That was intentionally in there.
Have a nice day and come back soon. Well,
You're saying like any of the other choices and any of the other jaws were a better choice. There are three. They're like, we don't have the technology to do this, but make it just swim straight. We can't make it go like this and like tail wagging and shit. We gotta
Right at you.
Yeah.
Like it's dead, so we just pushed it.
Yes. Or it was out in space and somebody, you just go, and it just goes forever.
If you took a shark and threw it in space, that's what it would look like.
But then it's Quaid looking at it.
And above
Coked
all,
out of his brain.
service for all of their customers.
They weren't sweating because it was Florida. They were sweating because there was so much coke. They were like, every 10 seconds, every scene, they were like, stop it.
Is that like a known thing, or you just talking shit?
No, fucking, he said, like, the set was just, he's like, everywhere you went, he said there was no, it wasn't sand, there was powder. We were on coke.
Then again, maybe not. The point is, it really doesn't matter if you can't see who's on the other end of the line. Callers are customers.
Especially if you're
and
jerking
they
off,
deserve the same excellent service as those who order in
You can't see it. That doesn't make you see worse.
To impress them using
This is back before video phones. Of course you couldn't see the
They said
fucking...
it makes it worse when you can't see the person on the line.
That's not what she said. She
Oh,
said it doesn't
yeah.
matter that you can't see the
Oh,
person.
alright, sorry. Look, she's wearing Lady Elaine's fucking
Also, remember
outfit.
to
Or
speak
Mr.
clearly
Rogers'
and slowly
kid.
enough to be understood. Let
Why
the
is she
caller
wearing a
hear the
tux?
smile in your voice.
She pranking?
good morning. Thanks
L
for calling
pranking?
into Subway.
L pranking.
Can I help you? Hi, this is Paula calling from Harrington Crafts. I'd like to place an order for
Harry
Funtime.
Crank? What?
Great. What type of sandwich would you like, Paula?
Manatee, tuna, and roast beef.
I guess today's a fucking goddamn thing. Other places.
Smothered in onions.
Tax comes to.
Oh, you might as well want the whole cheat and said two takes smothered in underwear.
I was gonna.
No, we have
But I want to still cheat.
But see, tuna.
all of the fixins.
Yeah, that's the thing. There too, wherever the fuck this
Back
is.
in '93, it was a thing.
I know it was. My parents would eat that shit. And I was like, yeah.
One party.
It's like, can't you get a hoagie with like meat, good meat on it, not fucking cat food?
Tuna Town.
That's 555.
Geez, we should do an intermission through this. God.
Okay, Paula.
I was thinking that. I was thinking that probably like 3-4 minutes ago.
Take me
That's right.
to
We'll see you in a little
Tuna
while.
Town.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
On that note, we'll be right back after this.
Hot dog. Hot dog? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The hot dogs at our concession stand do rate an appreciative whistle.
Hey, kids, how would you like to hear this on the screen instead of the great show you came to see? That's what you sound like. Honest. Please cooperate and do your part in keeping this theater quiet so everyone, including you, can enjoy it. Now remember, lots of adults and kids, too, paid admission to enjoy the show. We must insist on absolute quiet. Otherwise, we will be forced to evict all disturbance makers from the theater. Those asked to leave today will be refused admission to this theater in the future. Thank you.
At work with them, we do TikTok. They're like, you get so much more of TikTok than there. Like, what am I, the old guy who like, check out my YouTube channel? You know, let me show you pictures of my grandson.
Yeah, that's what you are.
Pretty much, they're like, you you should do TikTok. I'm like, I don't know anything about TikTok. And every 10 seconds, Trump's like, we should ban it, we should not, we should ban it, we should not. Like, I have no idea. Is it going to still be here? Is it not going to be here? You know? I mean, YouTube, as bad as it has been lately, as far as, like, all the shit they've taken away and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And how the algorithm always seems to support the super rich.
Yeah. But anyway.
Or AI bullshit.
Anyway, we're back from intermission. Let's just get back into this Subway state of mind.
So, molestation?
But proper phone etiquette doesn't stop there. In addition to the points we just covered, there are a few more we'd like to review.
Oh,
Be
that's...
sure to keep all of these points in mind as you serve customers who order by phone.
I'm over this.
Corded phones.
Don't interrupt customers when they're speaking.
Jamie was like, "Hey, we should get one like Roseanne had in the kitchen, like the one on the wall." I was like, "Why? We don't even like. We have a landline, but we never use it." I was like, "You mean just for the
aesthetic?"
Yeah, the nostalgia thing of having it.
Giving someone excellent customer service. Then suddenly you're faced with an outburst of hostility.
Oh shit!
It doesn't matter if it's your fault or not. You're behind the counter.
In this one fucking episode of Small Town Murder I was listening to, there was some chick that her name was Karen Kieran.
Their sandwich wasn't made right.
It is her real name, yeah, Karen Kieran.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
The best strategy, of course.
Yeah, maybe that's why she turned into a killer.
But she wasn't the killer though.
Poor communication. The techniques covered in this tape
make eye contact, smile, share.
I don't want to make eye contact with fucking goddamn customers.
Yeah,
or fucking workers.
Well, I think you get the picture.
Okay, that was gonna say that is a toilet.
I'd like to see the manager.
Of course you would, Karen.
With a customer complaint, like an
with a haircut like that.
To handle.
As I know her, she's mad. Look at her eyebrows, dude. She fucking did that to herself. She's mad.
Yeah, right.
Happy customer.
Like they can go all the way over. You're like,
no onions, and look what I got. It's covered with them.
Take them off! Take them off! Don't be a dick!
But here are some general.
I'll get the fuck out of you. Were standing like, okay, man, right away. I'm stupid because you're supposed to act like everything's your fault.
Yeah, but I'm saying to her right now. Take them off! Yeah!
Karen.
Things worse.
It's not like they're tomatoes where they leave goop and stuff on your thing.
No, I need my tomatoes to be fresh. I hate goopy tomatoes.
Investigating facts and finding a solution.
I want something done about it.
Okay, let me just get this straight. You ordered a foot-long tuna with no onions, and someone put onions on it, is that right?
That's right.
Not someone, you, dude! You! You're the only one in here! You did that!
Statements like,
what the fuck?
Now you're on Karen's side.
Whoa, that was pretty stupid. Somebody? You're the only one there!
It wasn't working that day.
Well, she saved it for 3 days and brought it back?
It's fucked up, but maybe.
To avoid repeating it. Lastly, thank the customer for
she sat there stewing on it for days, staring at that goddamn thing.
They'll give you the chance to make things better.
I can see why you're upset. But how about if I make you a new sandwich? It'll only take a minute.
That'd be fine. Tuna, no onions this time.
Coming right up.
You know what? With that attitude, I'd fucking take a whole handful of onions and be like,
I understand. I'm just glad you gave us a second chance. We wouldn't want to lose you as a customer.
I would throw a whole onion in her face.
The manager about this morning. I don't want
I wouldn't even cut it.
Oh, neither do we. But I'll tell you what. How about a free drink for your inconvenience?
Okay, thanks.
Are you authorized to do that? A manager comes right up and hey, Scott, what the fuck are you doing? You don't give away free drinks, bitch.
In every situation. And don't let one bad encounter affect the rest of your day.
You mind if I finger bang your tuna?
Because there'll be another bad encounter in like 15 minutes. So don't worry, don't let it ruin your day. The next one will ruin your day.
Always be aware of how you treat customers.
Scoops.
To show you why,
sticking his thumb in it.
Wrap things up.
Like we wrap up our subs.
You'll see 2 Subway stores. Keep in mind this simple question. Which one would you want to visit again?
I mean, as long as the dude with the backward hat made my fucking sandwich okay, I wouldn't give a fuck.
That was my most favorite concert of all time.
I mean, nothing's changed. They're still on the phones. It's, now it's handheld.
No, you missed the day show.
No. Those were held by hands. We think you just want to get with his foot?
I meant, like, with a screen and chips and stuff.
This looks like the chick fucking Dante lost.
I was gonna say, don't blow anybody on the way to the parking lot.
Hi, I get it.
I'm 37?
For something like today.
How about
A fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be Kevin's best. I would say.
It definitely is. It's the only one I can really watch again.
No, that's not true. I kind of started watching Mallrats yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? I miss watching this movie. I'm gonna watch it.
Well, I watched it somewhat semi recently and was like, yeah, this is fucking stupid.
You gotta be in the right mindset for it,
Yeah.
And he came back out with Dog Riders on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Not his best, but
I mean,
There's a good one.
yeah.
I still think fucking Red Steak was pretty badass.
Yeah, Red Steak was cool.
I wished he would do shit like that again.
No, you'll just get tusked.
I mean, like, you know, that's his own. Was it Red Steak? Wasn't his, was it?
No, it was.
Was it?
Uh-huh.
Oh. I go, we're having this long conversation with this guy. He's taking forever on this sandwich. Hurry up! Fuck, we got shit to do.
I think that's the point, because he's backwards head. He's Goofus to the gallant. That'll be the next one we see.
I told you I was cleaning my room.
Because 37 dicks ain't gonna fucking hang around here much longer.
She's got 38 weight.
Hey, get back here!
I'm glad that's not me falling.
You fucking Randall Subway is gonna go play hockey on the fucking roof.
Yeah, right?
Once he goes to blow some fucking dude in the parking lot.
Here comes. He's a sandwich maker.
He's a sandwich artist.
Right? Like, hey, you're not allowed to shop here anymore. Like, yeah!
Right. Hey, you remembered something.
Don't be an asshole, lady. He's still making it, isn't he? He's playing like everything that ever played in any Jason movie in the background while they was fucking. They should bring back the old fucking Subway wallpaper, man.
You just keep saying, that's what we say about everything. They should bring back this, they should bring back this, they should bring back that,
like, they don't do shit without, you know, the only thing they do now is they do it because they want to make money.
Well, yeah, and every building and fucking everything's fucking off-white. Or beige.
Or beige. What about houses?
And houses,
Or
fucking
anything.
businesses,
Yeah.
everything. I'm saying, we've had this conversation before, that maybe it was me and Roy. But I was saying about like how, like we walked into this house and saw all the wood paneling everywhere and went, yes. And he's like, oh, and I was telling him about like the linoleum floors or whatever. And he was like, oh, so tacky. And I'm like, yeah, kinda, yeah.
He said have a nice day and everything. It's not even playing with his BB.
I could stamp. Oh, maybe next time.
Alright, no, I see Gallant.
Don't worry about it, kid. She's gonna go eat the sandwich, enjoy it, and forget all
The music.
Schedule later. I've got a customer. Bye. Hi, I'm right with you. I just have to wash my hands.
Okay.
The
I'm
fucking
gonna get wait to
music.
watch this whole fucking thing.
Yeah!
Watch as she washes her hands.
So, welcome to Subway. What can I make for you today?
A sub? I mean, that's why I'm here at Subway.
Something light. What would you recommend?
Well, all of our sandwiches can be made as salads. But if you're in the mood for a sandwich, I'd recommend a turkey breast.
That sounds good.
I like
Okay, I'll
breasts.
try Dixon's turkey breast. Please.
We hear your thoughts? Have we not been paying attention, cutting up on Clerks, and we missed we can hear her thoughts?
Yeah, I know. She did that a couple of
Usually
times.
at the cold cut combo, but kind of new for
I used to love the cold cut combo.
Yeah.
That used
I
to
used
be
to
my
accidentally
sub.
call it a cold
it's good to
cock
switch around
combo.
every once in a while.
Because you love the cock.
Cold.
I know you said you were in the mood for something.
You like a like a necrophiliac?
It's only $1 extra.
Yeah, I just like my wiener's frozen.
Yeah, that's for a 6-inch. But even for a foot long, it's just $2 more.
That's
Cock
a pretty
pops.
good deal. That's good to know.
Cocksicles.
Cocksicles.
Dick sickles.
Yeah, dick sickles, cocksicles.
Hey, you look familiar. Have you been in this store before?
Shut up and make my sandwich! See, this is what I don't want! I don't want this!
A penis and banana split.
Thanks. You try our best.
You're just still eating frozen cocks. But they're like, this is
We
the
went
shit.
down a path of frozen dick.
This is the shit I don't want. How have you ever been here before? How's your day? Blah blah blah. Fuck you! Make my sandwich.
And I hope that was how Jeffrey Epstein enjoyed his time in hell. Was you know just a lake of frozen dicks for a little bit here.
Okay, this doesn't look good. I'll have a chocolate chip, please.
Hey, great.
Chocolate chip.
I thought you said you wanted something light today. You get yourself a big old fucking hoagie and some chocolate chip
Yeah,
cookies.
you know what that's gonna do to your hips?
Well, it actually looks like it might actually give her some hips. That lady don't look like she got no hips.
Well, we can't see it over that
One more,
giant
you
ass
get a free
boob.
6-inch.
That's nice of her to notice. I know, I can hardly wait. What do I owe you?
Your life.
$4 even. Out of 10?
That was
all pleasant.
So that was under $10. Now that sub itself would be like $15 for a Subway fucking
Only
sub.
$10.
Have a nice day and come back soon.
I will not.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Congratulations. You now know the basics
You're
to
gallant.
provide excellent service for Subway's customers. Your store owner or manager will give you additional instructions on the specific rules of your store. Just remember, whenever you serve customers, imagine you can trade places with them. Then, act as you would like to be treated.
I thought it was like,
Okay, I guess it kind of did.
written and directed by Wendy
Wallachowicz.
the Walla Hockey, which is the different one.
Marty Casey.
Granyak.
Somebody, whenever they have two first names,
Out the good Granyak, huh?
Doctors Associates, they owned?
What? That's weird. Doctors, we own Subway.
Yeah, that's weird.
They've been putting all their medicine in Subway for years. Conspiracy.
It's not the most outlandish one anymore.
It's not. It's actually quite tame.
Because, like, what's the fucking goddamn Trump pushing the one now that Biden was killed in 2020,
yes,
and now he's a robot clone?
I'm like, okay, someone take Grandpa's keys. You know, I think we should probably look into the 25th Amendment here because someone's a little kafufu. Yeah. I mean, like me, I shouldn't be in the Oval Office taking phone calls. He shouldn't be in the Oval Office doing anything. You know, we need to get him out because clearly something's not right from Grandpa.
I think you got fucking Uncle Ketamine hanging out there all the fucking time. What the fuck?
And everybody's like, is that normal? Does that fucking look normal? You know? And all of a sudden Trump's just over there sounding like he's fucking dying. Like, everybody's like, oh, Sleepy Joe. I'm like, dude, look at your man. He's like, you know, he's up there, he's tweeting at 3 o'clock in the morning about fucking robot Biden.
On that note, we're we'll see you later. But no, dude, it's fucking what bugs me is like he was just in fucking Pennsylvania, you know, all like the deal has been passed. No, it hasn't. It's
sold U.S. steel to
Japan.
Japan. That's what he was trying to do, is sell U.S. steel to Japan. So these morons down there were going, yeah, America first. You know, and then they were like, people in the back. There was not a whole lot of people there. They had to film in close so it looked like it, you know. But the most people were like, you know, screaming, but they had them outside.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's like, dude, they're selling your jobs off. Japan's gonna own U.S. steel.
And
you have any idea what that fucking means? And they're like, America. Yeah, stop fucking following this moron. All he's doing is just fucking you over. I don't understand that. They're like, yes, poo, give me some more. Poo, yes, I like it. Poo. Boom. I mean, seriously, like, Trump supporters love to get abused.
Yeah.
You know, take me from behind, daddy. You know, while they fly flags that says, don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. But you have no problem with him basically pumping you in the ass every day.
Cultist on a cult, man.
Seriously, dude.
Dude, that's all the greatest thing ever.
Tread on me, daddy.
Greatest thing ever, which means one of the horrible things ever, right? So, like, Pittsburgh's Pride Parade's coming up here, right? Because it being Pride Month and all.
I thought it already happened.
June is Pride Month.
Right. I thought already. Oh. No, that's right. It would be good enough.
Yeah. But anyway,
that's right.
Pittsburgh Pride fucking Parade's coming up, and I'm like, let's go look in the comments. Oh my God, people are the fucking worst. And I was just scrolling, man. I was like,
never go to the comments.
I'm on my. That's what I always do.
I do too, because I look for the most depraved asshole.
Yeah, dude. And somebody's like, you know, they're pointing at the fucking like pride flag, saying, you know, the fucking desecration of the American flag is a federal offense. I'm like, I wanted to go on there, but I don't. I just want to go on there with all the pictures of the fucking dickbags with their fucking shirts and Punisher things and this and that, and this and this and this. It's all made out of the American flag.
Having flags with holes in them and shit. It's like, fuck you. What war have you been in, bitch? You know? Like, I've been subjected to living around people of color, and that upsets me. Like, well, go to an island somewhere called Whiteyville. You know, you guys can all cornhole each other.
I'm good.
I mean, they ain't gonna they can't meet women, dude. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't. I mean, they're online every day going, my ideal woman is in the kitchen and blah, 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 blah. Like, fuck, you ain't never gonna meet anybody. You're gonna die alone.
Well, that just goes on with, like, the thing I talked about in an episode a little bit ago with about, like all these dudes who are like, this women have past, and I cannot be with a woman with a past. She has to be a pristine virgin,
purebred,
that's never talked to anyone or left her house.
Talking like they're horses. She need to be purebred.
Yeah, that's it.
Shut up. You know, I feel for like there's younger generation that I've met that aren't fucking totally stupid, so that gives me some hope. You know, but I know because like the mass majority of them are fucking dumb. You know, most younger men today think they can take a gorilla. What is wrong with these kids? Yeah. I sound old now. What's wrong, you goddamn kids? You can't fight no gorilla. I say let them have it. You know, put them in a cage with a gorilla. You know, fucking shock that bitch's nuts a couple times and see what happens to little Johnny. Yeah. You know, the thing comes out like, he's and they just put blood and arms and shit everywhere. You know, trust me, one time, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's enough douchebags out there to spare. Like that fucker that keeps going online challenging people that are liberal in fights. And then when people step up to fight him that are liberal, that are like, you know, can fight, he's like, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the puss muffin liberal. I'm like, well, you said liberal.
Yeah.
You can't pick and choose now, Red Hat. You know?
Well, obviously he can't.
Typical coward, you know?